Ay, qué dolor y alegría, el parto de este nuevo día. Somos hermanas formando un puente de solidaridad entre la gente. Ay, qué dolor y alegría, el parto de este nuevo día. Somos hermanas formando un puente de solidaridad entre la gente.
When you become an immigrant, you find that you go through many changes and transitions. To be on stage is something that we certainly did not think of doing when we were in our country.
I am from El Salvador. I was factory worker. I want to tell you about myself and what happened in my country.
I was born in Chile, and I was factory worker there. I am here to tell you about my experience as an immigrant woman.
I am from El Salvador. In my country, I was elementary school teacher. I never thought I would ever be on stage in front of so many people. Wish me luck.
I am from Nicaragua. I was dressmaker in my country. Now I am happy to be here in front of you.
I am from Chile, and I left my country when I was still very young. I've almost forgotten what it looks like. When I think about it, I see it as in a dream, very far away and very beautiful.
These women worked with me to write and produce a play. None of them had any previous theater experience in their homelands or in Canada. We shared much in common as immigrants. The play is a collective creation based on their stories and those of other Latin American women. With this project, I want to create bridges between cultures. I wasn't born here either. I'm originally from Chile, and I've worked in theater all my life. My name is Lina de Guevara.
This is an example of what is now called transformational theater, that is using theater as a tool to bring about changes, not only individual change, but also social change. And I firmly believe in the power of theater to do that.
When I left my homeland, I felt I had to start on the road to Calvary. Painful journey through unknown, perilous roads. It was an irony. I had to abandon everything that meant life to me in order to continue living.
The selection of these women was quite intuitive. I just selected people that I felt had something in them. I could feel something that made me think, this is going to be interesting. This person has something to say.
Después nos llevaron a una casa. Ahí éramos solo cinco mujeres. Y los dos coyotes le dicen a los que pasan a la gente.
We were 5 women, I guess. 5 women and 2 coyotes. That's what they call the men who smuggle people across the border. There was a moment when we got to the city and someone said, "The police are coming, we must hide." And when the police came, we realized that behind us there were some security guards, and they were talking to each other on radios. One of the coyotes said, "You, the Salvadorian, come here." And he took me by the hand and we went running. There were these big, tall garbage bins, so we jumped into the bins. The police were looking for us with their searchlights, but they didn't find us. And when they left, we continued walking, and at about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, we got to my sister's house, and my sister paid.
Te quiero contar que nosotros éramos dos mujeres solas. We were two women alone when the military stormed the house. First, they machine gunned the house, and when they were about to throw a grenade, we shouted at them, because upstairs there was a couple who rented from us, and they had a baby. So they let us out. But before that, they gave us one final blast of machine gun fire. They almost cut off our head. They singed our hair. Then they took us to the stadium. But before that, they took us to two police stations for interrogation.
Pero cuando llegó la revolución,
but when the revolution came, I was afraid, because on one side they saw me as an ally of the militants, but on the other hand, I had a father who was with Somoza's government, so I felt desperate. So when the day came that the revolution was successful, I was told I had to leave the country or I would be killed.
We wrote the play by sharing our stories and interviewing other Latin American women.
Her husband take away the check, family
check, yeah. And also, I think that one thing that has come in all the interviews, or in many interviews, is that idea that women have found that they are strong, that they have inner resources to cope with whatever has happened to them, and that is one thing that they have discovered through being immigrants.
It
was very difficult for me when we first came. I felt very badly. I spent a year and a half trying to adapt. It was like I was in a trance. It was very difficult for me. I had to leave my work, my home, my family. For me, it was difficult. It still is. It was like my mind was sleeping. So when they sent us to a course at college to study English, I felt I wasn't there. I wasn't interested in anything. How could I begin again at my age?
My experience wasn't as traumatic because I wasn't like, the political aspect wasn't as important. But it's always difficult to adjust. Even if you have the language, I had the language, and even having your family, it's a big shock. Now, this slip is very important. You have to take it to the testing center to be tested for your proficiency in English. Is that clear?
Yes.
Very well.
But she needs English. Yes. Yo quiero English, please.
I'm afraid it is not allowed. We only pay for one of you.
Oh, please.
Yeah, but she stay alone at home.
Please. We only pay for the husband. Please. The wife stays at home looking after the children. Okay, remember about the slip. It's very important. But have a good day. Bye.
I think the most difficult for me, it was not to be able to communicate with the people here in a proper way, because I was taking English in my country, but it was not good enough to talk and really understand everything. And that was the main problem.